So I just got done watching Supergirl and aw jizz. This movie had everything working against it.
Poisoned by nachos, sweating profusely, and an IMAX sound level best described as permanent hearing damage. I was also poisoned in advance by reading reviews from the thoughtless, short-sighted, online crybaby bubble. Then there's the fact that I'm a disgusting old man, without a team of teenage girls to provide consultation. The point is that my perception here was warped by outside factors, agendas, and bias. Something's awry here. IDK, bro. You know what else is awry? Supergirl eats poop. Everything I loved about Craig Gillespie's attempt here was in its premise. A little girl happened upon depressed, drunken Supergirl and was like, let's go kill that mofo. But instead of True Grit meets Logan meets Return of the Jedi, it was elaborate explanations, senseless excuses, long distractions. Whatever it took to get half a dozen cycles of surrounded by nameless goons, little girl in danger, need plot device. Regardless of my criticisms towards the ending's giant pile of CGI, my true beef is that exactly like Mangold's The Wolverine, Supergirl punked out on a perfectly set up, morally great conclusion that would have elevated everything. The ending could have been my favorite scene. Instead, I am left with just two favorite moments, one great, one terrible. Favorite great moment. Supergirl headbutted Space Ganon and he gave her this look like, nice. He did that cryptic damage and established himself as equal just with an expression. This layered interaction was explosive, hard-hitting, could be followed by the human eye, and was the polar opposite to the 20-plus minutes of senseless CGI goon smashing and camera spinning surrounding it. Favorite terrible moment. Supergirl blew this hole through a wall and all these female sex slaves came running out, followed by Supergirl who flew right into the camera. This was not the first time that Supergirl smashed open a box and a bunch of girls came spilling out. The lack of self-awareness, the deadly serious tone, the music choice, and the green screen CGI fakeness of it all caused me to burst out laughing and get all sorts of looks. That moment was hilarious, and metaphorically everything wrong with Supergirl. This is why I don't want to write reactionary reviews to new movies. I am irresistibly compelled to reach for the low-hanging fruit of LOL story nitpick or they should have done this fanfiction. Even so, my issues with Supergirl will always be with its exposition dumps, logic breaks, and straight-up time wasting that all serve to repeat the routine of insert action movie one-liner, cue pop music. DCU Movie 2 starts with Supergirl running a sword through someone. Murder, murder, oh yeah. But it ends clinging to Zack Snyder-style CGI-riddled PG-13 noodle fights. CGI noodle people. And for what? C-list Supergirl was never going to crush at the box office and smelly internet nerds were gonna cry no matter what. Movies like Fantastic Four and Logan were never gonna make $1 billion, but they were allowed to be boring, awesome sci-fi movies. As a result, profit lost in the short run paid for prestige in the long run. Supergirl seems, conceptually, designed with that same long-term thinking. But somebody panicked and jammed this boring space western for girls inside a typical, repetitive, cartoon action movie. Ugh. By the way, bro, I'm glad Supergirl is for girls. No sexualization, no useless romance. Despite my criticisms, the movie does make Supergirl walk away looking cool. I loved Millie Alcock, and I want to see the morose, cynical Supergirl character again. The same can be said for Jason Momoa's Lobo. Despite being cheapened by a stupid "This is Katana" introduction and an equally stupid toy cigar, his cackling psychosis won me over long term. I also really liked Matthias Schoenaert's stoic, expressive, disgusting, cosmic horror super space pirate, and I am grateful that he was not another CGI monster man trying to destroy the world. Unfortunately, Son of Palpatine still had to have an infinite number of goons, and he just had to have some pointless, elaborate motivation. Just like everything else, facing McFace was a great, simple idea, muddied up and sabotaged with layers of needless convolution. I had about 10 million issues, but you should still go watch Supergirl. It was dark and weird when it wasn't being boring or stupid. And it certainly blew the original Supergirl movie away. I mean, I'm not a girl.
For all I know, 20 years from now, the zero pretense youth of today might declare Supergirl some 10 out of 10 cult classic. They also might think it's a 10 out of 10 piece of trash. Who knows? The two girls I asked definitely thought it sucked.